Good morning, good people. Good morning. Today is Monday, October 20th, 2025. Wow, we are almost 1 month away from Thanksgiving. Yikes. Wow. So here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help our students and other interested people on their journey through this life. This is week 3, day 1 of week 3 in our neuroscience approach to success. My name is Edward Bevilacqua, and we are in southwestern Nevada. We are west of Sin City, east of Death Valley, and south of Area 51. Hard scrabble territory called Pahrump or Pahrumpertucky. You choose. Hard scrabble, sharp elbowed, pistol packing, rootin' tootin' people. You can always tell somebody from here, you just can't tell them much. They are experts. They know it all. And if you not sure about that, just ask them. This is not a community of learners. It's a community of people who've been through it. Great fertile ground to learn from people like that, what their motivations are, etc. So we are here with our daily podcast to help our students and interested people on their journey through this life, with the belief that we have a transcendent soul that continues after death, and that Jesus was in fact the Creator incarnate. It was God who came down not to give up his life for us. That wasn't his purpose, not to take away our sins, because we sin just as much now, perhaps more, because it's so much easier to sin. We sin just as much now as we did when Jesus came. So what's the point of dying for our sins if we haven't changed? Right, and then you get into a convoluted explanation of, well, blah, 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 blah. He had to do it ransom or whatever, propitiation. And it gets to be, there was a debt owed to God. There was a ransom owed to Satan. Better to just look at what he said, what Jesus said. He came to teach people. He came to serve. He came to help the sick. And his message was very simple. Love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. Love one another as I have loved you. Make disciples of all nations. If you love me, you will follow my commandments. And if you follow my commandments, you will be one with the Father and I. If you don't follow my commandments, it's off to the lake of fire with you. Pretty simple, pretty simple. So we can go through the day asking ourselves, have I been consistent showing that I love God with all my heart and mind and soul? Have I been consistent demonstrating that I love my neighbor as myself? Or I love others as Jesus loved us? And am I doing anything to make disciples? The best way to make disciples is to set a good example. Just set a good example. Do what the Mormons do. Do what the LDS does. Do what the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints does. Set a good example. Have it so people want to be like you. Not someone who says, yeah, man, I was addicted to meth for 10 years and I kicked it. I'm between jobs right now, but that's okay. So do I want to be like that person? Well, maybe if I had a meth problem and I saw that as a path out, maybe. But then those are the disciples I would have to go for. Okay, so here we are, day 1, week 3, outside my skull-sized kingdom. What? Okay, let's break it down. Neuroscience approach to success. What does that mean? That means we look at what's going on in the brain. Very simply, we look at what's going on in the brain. How does the brain work? What is going on? Our goal is simple. Answer 2 questions. 1, who am I? 2, why do I behave the way I do? If I have a good answer to those 2 questions, I can dial in who I need to be right now. Okay? Pretty simple concept. Uh-oh, my screen is not at the recommended optimum mode. Aha. Maybe next time I'll be able to click on it. Okay, so this week, so the goal is answer 2 questions. Who am I? Why do I behave the way I do from a neuroscience perspective? Meaning, how does my brain work? How does my body work? How do these emotions I have work? How do they work? The idea being, if I know how they work, I can better handle, I can better dial in who I want to be. Just like if I know how a car works, I can be a better driver than if I just know how to drive the car, right? Especially when something goes wrong. So, a neuroscience approach, we just talked about that, to success. What is success? What is success? Well, in our world, success, following a Wittgenstein idea, which is things that cannot be pictured, cannot be said, because saying them means nothing. Okay, like how much does Thursday weigh? Thursday being the day of the week, not a person. If I say, how long is a Chinaman? And I say, that's his name. How long is his name? It's a statement. Okay, anyway. So success has to be able to be written out. We have to be able to see it. Success is a function. So it's a mathematical equation. Success is a function of money times meaning and purpose. So you can be successful if you have meaning and purpose, even if you don't have a lot of money, but you can't be successful if you have money and you have no meaning and purpose under our definition. Our definition is not just money. And we can go back and look at what Jesus said about money. Money, well, I think he said money is the root of all evil. Maybe that was Paul or somebody said that. Maybe it's not biblical, but Jesus made it very clear that it's harder for a rich person to go to heaven than for a camel to pass through the eye of the needle. Go and sell your possessions. Not looking before you go out on this mission I've sent you on, don't take any money with you. Money is not viewed as good by Jesus or something to be strived for. However, money multiplied by meaning and purpose can do a lot. Money multiplied by meaning and purpose can do a lot. So in our function, money comes first, but the money is applied to the meaning and purpose. It's not to be used to make me feel good. It's meaning and purpose. All right. So that begs the question, what is meaning and purpose? Meaning is simply act such that everything you do matters. Act such that everything you do matters. And purpose is service to others. So if you spend your day doing things that matter in service to others, that's good. And then if you apply money to that, now you can help a lot more people. See Mother Teresa. See Mother Cabrini. Very simple. Okay? All righty then. Next. So this is week 3. And now this is outside my school-sized kingdom. So to be truly successful, so we have our formula, success is a function of money times meaning and power. The path to success, the way we get there is through power. What? Power. What is power? Power is simply getting other people to do what you want. Power, like a hammer, like money, is value neutral. Power in itself is neither good nor bad. It's how it's used. A hammer in and of itself is neither good nor bad. It's how you use it. You can use it to build things. You can use it to break things. It's easier to use it to break things. It takes practice to learn how to use it to good things. Money, same thing. It's in itself, it's value neutral. It's not good or bad. It's how you use it. It's easy to use money unwisely. It takes practice and skill and learning how to use it wisely. Power is the same thing. Power is just the ability to get other people to do what you want. In business, it's called what? Management. Right. What do managers do? They tell people what to do. In the military, it's called what? He's a good what? Leader. It's called leadership in the military. Leaders do what? They get other people to do what they want. So the path to success is power, meaning getting other people to help you to do what you want. And again, it's value neutral. Power in itself, management in itself, is neither good nor bad. It's just a thing. It's how you use it. So on our spectrum, power can be used for good, power can be used for bad. There's good ways to get people to do things, and there's bad ways to get people to do things. Some of the bad ways are manipulation, coercion, intimidation, stuff like that. The positive ways are motivation, inspiration, and the ultimate best way to use power is to get people to self-motivate. So motivation, you have to keep winding people up. Coercion, you take the gun down, you got a problem. Motivation, you have to keep winding people up because there is hedonic adaptation. People get used to it. Self-motivation is getting people to my screen is now going wonko. Self-motivation is the ability to get people to do things to wind themselves up. Religion is a great example of that. People that get involved in politics are a great example of that. People in pursuit of making money self-motivate. Education, people who are into that self-motivate. Exercise, if you believe that's really good and important, you can be self-motivated to go to the gym yourself and get other people to go. So this week, we're looking at how do we get other people to help us on our journey? How do we do it? All right. So today we start with David Logan, USC professor. We've had communication with him over the years. He's probably retired by now, but he makes it very simple. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. What's a tribe? A tribe is people like us. So you join a tribe and then you try to make it better. That's it. Tomorrow we're going to learn, well, how do you do that? And Seth Godin has a 4-step formula. Now, let's look at advice from an 80-year-old. Become the most positive and enthusiastic person you know. I've got my screen. Get rid of that, see if that helps. Um, maybe that'll help. Trying to get rid of some bloat. Well, okay. So advice from an 80-year-old is okay. Who? Advice from an 80-year-old. Advice from an 80-year-old. Become the most positive and enthusiastic person you know. Okay, cool. What does Seth Godin have to say? Foggy mirror. It's easy to believe we have an accurate understanding of ourselves. After all, we spend a lot of time looking in the mirror. It might be worth wondering about the mirror, about why the mirror is deemed to be accurate at reflecting what we see at our flaws, as our flaws, real or metaphorical, but indistinct and a little fuzzy when we consider our opportunities, assets, and contributions. When we remind ourselves that we have to offer, when we remind ourselves what we have to offer, it's more likely we use those resources, but rehearsing our defects simply holds us back. Amplifying one's flaws is a non-productive hobby. Don't amplify your flaws. Don't make them bigger. Foggy mirror. But a little indistinct and a little fuzzy when we consider our opportunity. Okay, so that one's a little bit too intellectually advanced for me right now. And my screen keeps going black. Black. How are we doing for how are we doing for time? Time. Such a runic rhyme. Okay. Well, I think we're good. I think we's good. So the takeaway for today, we need other people. You cannot be successful. Just like if you build your boat and the boat needs to go a long distance, it needs to be big enough to store a lot of supplies, have a lot of. If you do that, you need bigger sails and you need a more mechanism. And you need people, you need a crew. So this week it's about how do we choose our crew? How do we motivate our crew? How do we enlist, recruit our crew? Can't make the journey without them. And the crew doesn't have to be with us forever. In fact, the better you get, the different your crew might be. In the beginning, your crew might be people that know way more than you do. At the end, it might be people who know way less than you do because you become a master. And you don't need a crew full of masters on the ship. But in the beginning, you're not a master. Okay, good. So busy day today, going to be in court. Hetza number one. Hetza number one. Okay, and with that, we are going to say what? And cut. What? Okay, and cut. Bunk.